Welcome back. Currently 70 degrees, a little windy outside, west at 26 miles per hour with gust at 33 miles per hour, humidity at 28%, and the barometric pressure at 29.76 and steady. The area conditions are all around partly cloudy, Greenville at 64, Verne, Douglas, and Birds, Illinois at 70. In the northern half of the U.S., temperatures are in the 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. Fairfield, Vermont at 69 and Helena, Montana at 43. The southern half of our nation is experiencing temperatures in the 60s to the 80s. Charlotte, North Carolina at 68, Dallas, Texas at 80, and Phoenix, Arizona at 84. This low pressure system is causing some scattered rain showers in Washington and a rain-snow mix in northern Montana. This cold front is bringing some scattered rain showers to the upper peninsula of Michigan. These low pressure systems and their associated fronts that were in our area last night are now moved on to the northeast, bringing some scattered rain showers. Back home it has cooled off and we are having some clear and dry conditions. For tonight, mostly clear skies, west wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, low of 42. Tomorrow, sunny skies, west wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, high of 69. Tomorrow night, mostly clear skies, southwest wind 5 to 10 miles per hour, low of 46. And looking into the extended forecast, Sunday, mostly sunny, high of 78 and a low of 52. Monday, partly sunny, high of 68 and low of 51. And for Tuesday, mostly cloudy, high of 60 and a low of 40. So hopefully everyone will enjoy their weekend plans, Evan.
I definitely will as well. Thanks, Ethan. Turning to sports, Vincennes, Lincoln, and North Knox look to tune up for next week's sectional with a win on the final night of the high school football season. Jesse Gwynn is here now with the details. Jesse?
Evan, the Alices and Warriors would definitely like to carry some momentum into next week's postseason with a win tonight. I'll have the details when News Center 22 continues.
On Masterpiece Mystery.
My name's Jackson Brody. I'm a private investigator.
He's very good at finding people. Really?
Don't you need a warrant for that? A good idea. You're a cop. Luckily, I'm not anymore.
My daughter was murdered, Mr. Brody. A man walked in off the street and slaughtered her in broad daylight.
Who's that?
Her name's Laura.
I think fate brought you to us, Mr. Brody.
I don't believe in fate.
I think you do.
Not really.
On Masterpiece Mystery.
Next time on Nature.
The most surprising thing about crows has been their ability to recognize particular faces. And remember the deeds we've done to them, be they good or bad, for a long period of time. You walk outside now with a whole nother perspective. They're watching you and learning from you.
Warriors and Alices look to build some momentum for the postseason. Good evening, everyone. For WVUT Sports, I'm Jesse Gwynn. The North Knox Warriors close out the regular season at home tonight against the Washington Hatchets. The game will feature two of the better running backs in the area in North Knox's Zach Stevens and Washington's Trey Parsons. Stevens broke the school career rushing record last week in a loss 26-20 at North Davies. Vincennes Lincoln fans will recall Parsons, who ran wild on the Alices at homecoming, scoring 4 times and rushing for a school record 342 yards. Meanwhile, Vincennes Lincoln finishes the regular season at Princeton this evening. The Alices will be looking to snap a 3-game losing skid to the Tigers, who've yet to win a game this season. Offensively, Lincoln has done well in the passing attack, but continues to struggle running the football. On the defensive side of the ball, the Alices have struggled to have trouble stopping the run, as opponents are averaging 7 yards per carry. Princeton presents an opportunity to improve in both of the Tigers' those categories. The Tigers haven't won a game since last season and haven't beaten the Alices since 1994. The 10th-ranked Sullivan Golden Arrows spoiled senior night for members of the Lincoln volleyball team. Sullivan took the match in 3 games by scores of 25-8, 25-12, 25-23. Anissa Hatton had 7 points, 3 aces, and 15 digs for the Alices. Allie Bobe finished with 7 kills, and Devika Frederick had 9 assists. The Alices finished the regular season with a 19-13 mark. Lincoln received a bye and will play Pike Central in next Saturday's Class 3A sectional at Jasper. Now that the Milwaukee Brewers have snapped their decades-long postseason road losing streak, they have a chance to regain their advantage in the AL Championship Series against the Cardinals tonight at Busch Stadium. The Brewers played from a 2-0 deficit to beat the Cards last night 4-2. 35-year-old Randy Wolf threw 7 solid frames, while Ryan Braun, Nair Morgan, and Jerry Harrison Jr. each had 2 hits. Ryan Braun says a couple of key hits helped ignite the Brewers' offense.
The key to success against a team who's playing as well as these guys are is taking advantage of the opportunities you get with runners on base. We were able to do that tonight. You know, I think they deserve a ton of credit. The last couple games for really making big pitches in big situations. Their bullpen's been phenomenal all series. Tonight we were able to get a couple, key hits in key situations, and that's obviously extremely important in finding a way to beat these guys.
Zach Greinke will start for Milwaukee tonight. The Cardinals will go with Jaime Garcia. Greinke was tagged for 6 runs in Game 1, but still earned the victory over Garcia. Tigers ace Justin Verlander helped save Detroit's season with a gusty performance as the Tigers beat the Texas Rangers 7-5. Delman Young hit 2 of Detroit's 4 homers, and Miguel Cabrera had a tie-breaking double in the 6th inning, thanks to a bizarre bounce off third base. Verlander allowed only 4 runs and 8 hits in 7 1/3 innings, throwing a career-high 133 pitches.
I really felt like there in the 6th and 7th I started to find my rhythm a little bit. It had been a battle all day. Made some big pitches when I needed to get out of some jams. Made one mistake to a hot hitter. I really would have liked to finish that 8th inning, but as fate would have it, it didn't work out that way. Coach came in and did a great job.
Detroit held on despite Nelson Cruz's record 5th home run of the series. The Rangers will try and close out the series at home tomorrow night. Former baseball star Manny Ramirez has pleaded not guilty to domestic battery charge involving his wife. Ramirez's attorney filed the written plea ahead of today's scheduled arraignment. Ramirez did not appear at the hearing. He is free on $2,500 bail. The 2004 World Series MVP was arrested September 12th. His wife told investigators Ramirez slapped her, causing her head to strike a headboard. Ramirez has denied slapping her. Tony Stewart claimed his first pole of the NASCAR Sprint Cup season as he turned the fastest lap Thursday at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Stewart edged Matt Kenseth by 6/10,000ths of a second to claim the pole. Points leader Carl Edwards was 3rd quick, while A.J. Allmendinger will start on the outside of row 2. Stewart enters Saturday night's race in 7th place in the chase for the Sprint Cup, 19 points behind Edwards. Finally, it's time for our play of the day. Comes from the Lynx. First round, McGladrey Classic and Graham McDowell with his 2nd shot of the par 4 5th, and this is a good one, as he gets up on the green and rolls this one in for the eagle. McDowell was even on the play of the day, but earns our play of the day with that eagle. Evan, that'll do it for sports. Just a reminder, the Vincennes University men's basketball team will be hosting a 24-team jamboree in the PE complex this Sunday. The Trailblazers will play at noon, 2, and 4 p.m. on the main floor of the PE complex. Admission is $5. VU staff and students can get in free with their school ID.
Thanks, Jesse. Still to come, a viral video lands 2 little girls on the Ellen DeGeneres show. See their reaction when they met their music idol when we come back. Stay with us.
On the next History Detectives, how did this metal blade spark violent tension in antebellum America?
Are we looking at a fake?
What can this brass bullet reveal about the hidden agenda of American forces in the earliest fight against Soviet communism? And is this the costume that helped serve up 1 billion Happy Meals across the nation?
I love it. I love it.
Once proud Liberia descends into a living hell.
The men made all the mistakes. They've brought war, they've brought poverty, suffering, everything.
It took wisdom and strength.
We are tired of war. If I should get killed, just remember that I was fighting for peace.
But Liberia's women stared the demons down.
We did the unimaginable.
Pray the devil back to hell on the next Women, War, and Peace.
A famous pop star is getting a run for her money from a young singing sensation who is wowing the world. Here's Jeannie Mose.
When 80-year-old Sophia Grace Brownlee hit YouTube,
let's hit it now.
She was a hit doing her version of the Nicki Minaj song, Super Bass. Okay, so maybe Nicki Minaj had a few more pelvic thrusts, but Sophia Grace's version has gotten around 9 million views on YouTube and landed the little girl from Essex, England on The Ellen Show.
Is that your favorite singer, Nicki Minaj?
We love Nicki Minaj. We want to meet her so much.
That's nice because Nicki Minaj tweeted the same thing about her. I have to meet her. She is a superstar. A superstar with a sidekick, her cousin Rosie.
Rosie makes me feel more confident when because I got someone with me. Nicki Minaj, I meant to do so. Cat groups, but you got my heartbeat running away.
But Sophia Grace's heartbeat really started running away.
Come on out, Nicki.
When Ellen introduced her idol. Even the parents were overcome, Dad asking for a tissue.
She blew me away.
Now there's some bad language in Super Bass, but when Sophia Grace sings it, the F word and the N word are gone, though the panties stayed, at least in the Ellen Show version.
When you give me that look, when the pin is coming out, excuse me.
As if meeting her idol wasn't enough, Nicki promised Sophia Grace a shopping spree. She also got a wig so she could look like Nicki. And then they sang a duet. Her booming heart never slowed as she danced relentlessly through the commercial break.
Yeah!
Even her sidekick couldn't get her to kick it down a notch. Jeannie Mose, CNN, New York.
And that's all for this evening. For Ethan Quarterman and Jesse Gwynn, I'm Evan Nunn. Good night.
This is WVUT Vincennes.
Welcome to the program. I'm Betty Lou of Bloomberg Television, filling in for Charlie Rose, who is away on assignment. Tonight, we look at the debate over China's currency. We talk with Nouriel Roubini of Roubini Global Economics and Richard McGregor, Washington Bureau Chief for the Financial Times.